Welcome to Coffee, Cults, and Empires. I'm your host, the Intern, and today we're talking about the game. Based on the checks our players have been rolling, I figured they'd been playing plain old D&D, but in today's episode they level up, and it is not exactly like our D&D. So, I used the chronoscope again to get some background about what they're playing. For the record, this was legitimate and work-related. I found out that there was someone named Donovan Machat who invented the game, and now the person who runs the game, so Tanam in our case, is called the DM in her honor. Their game is called Empires and Small but Important Struggles, but its name in Lanyu is Dinatknet Nudathkata, which fancy people shorten to Din Nudath, and lazy people shorten to D&D. Are you as excited about that coincidence as I am? I'm going to assume you answered yes. Well, when Donovan was making the game, tensions were high between the Lanyu Empire and Kaloil, not to mention the Lindig and the remnants of the Helios Empire, which had just collapsed into a bunch of city-states. So D&D was a way to help people connect with the folks around them, and to help players feel powerful and important, in a time when feeling that way was really rare. It's weird how some things never change. Well, let's settle in and think like Donovan Machat. On with the show.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, no. I can't hear you again, Rozafeen. Rushing bean. Not this again.
Oh, and then can't see her either.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. I read about this. I think there's something I can do on my end since I'm the one who initiated. Hold on. There's a thing over here and
Oh, Tanam's gone. I think we just lost both of them.
Oh no.
Hate it when that happens. Well, they'll probably come back in a minute.
Yeah.
Tanam probably just turned his off.
Yes.
We can still see the table.
I mean, he's got two, right? He'll.
Oh,
One-
yeah, we could.
One of them's going to work. He can use it to like signal to us.
Oh, those cost so much money.
I'm not seeing anything though.
I mean, mine's always worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because your spiritual connection is so strong.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been saying. Thank you
Yes.
for hearing me.
You're welcome.
It's really, really pretty weird. They haven't come back though.
Do you think it's because of the storm?
Oh, no, what storm are you talking about?
Yeah, what storm?
Oh, I'm very sensitive to these things. Like a magic storm.
Oh, like an ether storm?
Yeah, that.
Look, it's just a storm.
Yeah, there could be an ether storm. There's all kinds of things going on that are, hard to detect without magic and stuff. Yeah, there could be like an ether storm that knocked out both of them. Kind of weird that ours are still working though.
Yeah, because that's not a thing.
It is a thing.
No, it's just a normal storm. And people are like, oh, it's so ethereal. Let's call it an ether storm. It's wind and rain.
okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Oh, welcome back. See? Wind, rain.
What?
Did you defeat the storm, Tanam?
What?
Did you defeat the storm?
No.
Say yes.
Yes.
You didn't defeat the storm. That means there's still a storm. QED, we win.
Oh, okay. Is Rozafeen still not back?
No, we haven't heard from her.
Now.
What about now?
Oh, hey, Rozafeen.
Oh, hey.
Ugh, finally.
Hi.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Finally here.
Okay, everybody's here. Let's get started. Does anyone remember where we were?
Yeah. Do we want to talk about that or negotiate our levels first?
Well, I was thinking that the levels would happen while you're traveling back through the desert.
All right. Yeah. So what happened last time was we wandered through a strangely empty house that obviously no one had ever lived in before. And took some legitimate salvage, and
I mean, the house was only mostly empty. It had one complete recluse living in it.
yes,
Right?
exactly.
That's what we're going with.
Yes, yes. The complete recluse was interrupted by someone or other, nobody remembers who,
It's not
and
important.
told to vacate quickly before her mother comes and attacks for some reason. Yeah, for no reason. And then, yeah, we left into the desert. Not that we need to hurry, but we're hurrying anyway. And we're passing without a trace, and we're intentionally trying to mask where we're going next.
Didn't you go a little bit to the south?
Yep. We went the
And
wrong
then-
way for a while and then cast pass without a trace.
I think you also told the pile of rocks that you live in Cloyle.
Yep.
I think it's important to continue putting it on the record that anything that we took from this house was lawfully confiscated under order from the city, and that
Yeah.
there is a process and a procedure for getting things back if needed.
That's true. Oh, yes. Also, Ruffort got some new treasure.
I think, wait, did you not listen to anything she just said?
I want to stress that this is all Tanam's fault, that Vafrus would have happily walked past that room again, but there was a wisdom check, and now there's a bunch of hot rocks currently in Ruffort's pocket, but soon to be scattered. We'll see where.
We'll see.
Oh, this is not good.
Okay, so those hot rocks are definitely having some fun effects on Calumn already.
I probably put one in my mouth. Just like, well, it's not gold.
What does it taste like? Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, I got some ideas that I've gone over with Vafrus, and just to let everybody else know, there will be some weirdness going on.
Wait a minute. You said there'd be weirdness. I don't know if I can really buy into that. And I feel like we've been very sane and reasonable, like stealing a bunch of stuff from an old lady's house.
They're not stealing, confiscating.
Yeah, I mean, legally confiscating stuff from an old lady's house that definitely had it coming and is gone for 1,000 years. Yeah, that exactly. Everything has been above board up until now.
She's gone for 1,000 years. She doesn't need it.
Just keeping it safe. Okay.
Yeah.
You tell that, or when she comes back in 1,000 years, you let her know that she didn't need it.
Did you want me to say anything else? You want me to tell her hello from you?
No, I'd like it if I didn't get mentioned.
Okay.
Very much so.
That's another important point. Eurekas has a concentration spell going, and be in our interest to keep that going as long as we can.
So no shenanigans.
I mean, the house was totally empty. What are you talking about? It's just that anybody that used to live in that house that was definitely empty the whole time should come get their stuff at the city because it was confiscated for completely illegal reasons. Yeah, okay. No, I'm there.
Yeah, we're heroes.
Heroes.
Okay. While you are passing through the desert, heading off to the west, having hopefully thrown the returning sorceress off your scent with very clever walking, making big, strong tracks going south.
But first, like north for a little while because we took us a second to think of that idea.
Do you think my followers are covering our tracks? Like they're taking, the sand and they're just pushing it over the footsteps?
Oh no, we got magic on that job.
Ah.
I think there should be tracks a little bit north, but just for a smidge, and then a big obvious tracks south, and then like one person wanders west for a while, and then we pass without a trace and then go where we're really going.
Well, west is where you were really going.
Okay, then I meant to say east.
I love that happened too. The tracks go west for like 2 steps and then east and like, no, wrong way.
Actually just created a big 8-sided star in the sand. I imagine it's sand, right? It's desert. That's how deserts work. Most deserts.
Well, should we also write "we died" just in case they don't get it next to the 8-sided star?
Like below the big like star that we did, we write "we died, nothing happened." by
Yeah.
spelling it out in the sand.
And then a sad face.
And we spend 6.5 hours doing this.
I don't see how this could go wrong.
Well, if that isn't worth some levels, I don't know what is.
We did it.
It turns out you can get negative levels for just general stupidity. Who knew?
So we're tromping through the desert as quickly as we can.
Yeah, and as you go, Ruffort is attempting to drop hot rocks into followers' mirror bags.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I sure am.
You're the worst. Can't believe I smiled at you.
Ever.
Ever.
Tell you what, pay me back that 100 gold you owe me, and I'll consider doing something else with them.
I'll do that later.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
I'll give you the IOU now.
But then I'll drop the hot rocks off now and then pull them back later. How about?
Is there anybody that Eureka's doesn't owe money to?
To my followers.
Like, other than me, would never loan or anything.
Are you sure about that? I'm like batting my eyelashes.
Yeah, I'm freaking sure.
The cheetah raises a paw.
I knew you were wise.
Also, this conversation doesn't happen because I'm not revealing that at least I'm not intentionally revealing that I'm putting hot rocks in places. We'll see if I reveal it.
That's fair.
So I'll kind of hang back like I'm tired, which is probably pretty easy to act since I'm probably tired. I'll wait till a good moment when Eureka's is telling a really good story or something. And then I'll just mage hand one of the pebbles into one of their mirror bags.
Well, wait, okay. Maybe I'm charming Ruffort, to distract him, but I feel like, honestly, I would probably be opening my mirror bag and then just get distracted by how pretty I look. Because it's a bag of mirrors.
So I hold the hot rocks on my person for an extra 2 hours while I get charmed by Eureka's.
So we've been here for 8.5 hours.
Eventually remember, oh yeah, I was going to get rid of these for some reason.
The sorceress comes back and it's like, why are you putting hot rocks in people's bags?
Because she doesn't want to have anything to do with you. Weirdo.
Because I start throwing hot rocks at her. I'm like, ah.
She's like, I can buy more stuff.
It's like, oh, it's all dirty. You've all touched it. I don't want it anymore.
Like, wow, you needed to steal bed sheets? I hurt for you guys. Take them. You need them.
Okay. So, Rufford, first roll will be a deception check for nobody noticing that you're acting super suspicious.
That counting my super cool crown bonus is a 26.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Okay, nobody notices. So yeah, as Eureka's, as you were occasionally looking into your mirror bag and gazing at it and recognizing how awesome you look, in that moment, you level up and gain some new powers.
Ooh.
I should look at the mirror more often. What have I been doing with my life?
It turns out the way you level up is just by admiring yourself. Except for we all know that that's not true, because otherwise Eureka's would be like level 30.
So, what would you like for your level?
Okay. I want instant outfit changes. I have my mirror bag and I have, let's say, 99 outfits inside of it.
Okay.
And I can change outfits. So it can be, say, during a battle. Hey, nice to meet you. Oh, ma'am, nice to meet you. You should get out of here. Oh, but they don't know it's me, right? So I can attack them and they're surprised. Ooh, actually, speaking of battles, I can also show up different places in that battle because it's a different outfit. So I'm a different person. So if I wanted to, I could even dress like the sorceress. So when she comes for us, she's going to be flattered because imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Ooh, and my voice changes to be more threatening.
Okay. I think that I was somewhat on board. I like the outfit changes. And so is the idea here that you open up your mirror bag and magically transform outfits?
Yeah, exactly.
And did you want this to be instant or like at will?
Yeah, instant, at will. Oh, I sneezed. No, that would make a noise. Yeah, maybe like they blink, but now I'm in a different outfit.
I like it, but I think I'm gonna need some sort of limitation on it in terms of like, um,
How about she can do it whenever I say it's okay?
No, wow.
what? What?
Wow.
It's a limitation. Come on, I'm on
How
your side.
how dare you?
I like no wow as one word.
No, wow, yeah. It's, see, this whole time I thought she was just hiding sneezing powder in her outfit. It's like she changes, everybody sneezes. Oh, look, it's weird. She's in a different outfit whenever I sneeze.
That would be great. Yeah, everybody, all my enemies sneeze and all my friends sneeze. Why not?
Okay, wait, hold on. No, sorry, Vafrus. It is in fact a limitation, but no.
You should have fought harder for that harmony. That would have worked out well for you.
Um, so action is the currently going rate.
It could be a bonus action.
Bonus action sounds fair.
Yeah, like her whole turn. I mean, I know changing outfits normally takes a minute, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a combat change. So the bonus action is the change, and then she gets surprised on the attack. I mean, that's the only way to make a combat viable. She can pull, I mean, I can show you right now. You can pull it out of the mirror bag. You can put it back in the mirror bag. How hard is this?
It sounds like bonus hard.
Okay, bonus action it is.
If I saw someone change their clothes as a bonus action, I'd be surprised.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the mechanical effects here. So you were saying something about going anywhere on the battlefield?
Yeah, because it's a different outfit, so I'm a different person, right? So let's say,
Wait, is that how you think outfits work?
absolutely, it's called fashion. Not that you would know, no offense.
My clothes are me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so if your clothes are you and you change clothes and then you aren't you, who are you?
I'm a whole new woman is what just happened.
Wow.
Do you have a name for every outfit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, mine.
I am 80 different people that all have
That-
the same name. What's so hard to understand about this?
Actually, that makes a lot of sense for Eureka. It's
No,
all
really, I meant
now.
I just call all of my outfits mine.
I really enjoy that Vafrus is giving Eureka a hard time about having different identities associated with an appearance.
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, I can stand behind my enemies with the different outfits. So let's say he's about to attack me. Well, he doesn't suspect me because I'm behind him, right? Because I'm a different person. Well, we can add more exclamation points to my name. So different outfits, like Eureka's with an exclamation point. Different outfit, Eureka's with 2 exclamation points, right? Completely different person, different tone, right? Like if somebody is just talking to you versus talking to you with a lot of exclamation points, like it's different,
Hey, DM, can you make her be a little more creative than 2 exclamation points?
I mean, it's so like teleporting to a different place on the battlefield is a little bit much, but how about you are like surprising? How about disadvantage?
Okay, I'll take disadvantage.
Okay. And I'm going to say just you can surprise people during a combat once. You can change outfits as many times as you want, but mechanical effect where people go, what the heck? And then drop their sword or whatever.
So they wouldn't be surprised, even if it's a really cute outfit?
So the first time it happens, they get disadvantage on their next thing. And since it's a bonus action, if you quick change your outfit and then do an action or something that requires a save, they'll have a disadvantage on that save, or you can have advantage on an attack. So the next thing that they do, they'll do it badly.
Okay.
But then later on, I don't think that you can do that like every turn. Maybe in the moment we can negotiate. If the outfit is sufficiently cute, maybe you can do it twice.
You know what? It's fine. Maybe they don't deserve to admire me that much anyway. So I'll take one.
Sorry, Harmony. No one's that surprised when you wear a really cute outfit. It's just what you do all the time.
Aw.
Oh,
I
that
should
was
give
really
you
good.
like 20%.
I think she should get a second surprise round if she's naked.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
What I'd give that one to her is like, you show up to combat without any armor. I mean, you know who you're talking to. Show up to combat without any armor, they are gonna be surprised.
Yeah, they might drop their sword and just start painting me. Maybe I can start peace.
Okay. Okay, that's your level up ability. I'm down for that.
Thank you.
So you're saying all of us get the naked ability, right?
That's just a thing from here on out. You show up to an armored sword fight without any armor or clothes or nothing.
Yeah,
The,
that's a
the naked is really the important part. If they can see things that nobody should see on a battlefield, at least while you're alive.
They would be so surprised if we all disrobed at the same time.
This could be our signature move, guys.
You know what? My next character is going to be a naked monk.
So depending on how excited you are about that, Tanam, you can either make sure Georg stays alive forever, or you can TPKS, you know?
I was originally joking, but my armor is not that good.
Okay, so that happens. And along the way, Ruffort is attempting to reverse pickpocket one of the followers. They've got it flung over their backs, kind of mere satchels.
They're not all admiring themselves like true disciples ought to be.
Oh no, they can admire me.
Yeah.
they-
They're admiring Eureka's admiring herself. Okay, so let's go for the first one. So you're doing this with your magic hand.
All right. So I'm gonna make a yoink check.
Okay.
Can I have advantage since I have like hours to find a good moment and nobody cares about me? I passed my deception check.
You did pass your deception check. Okay, I'll give you yoink advantage.
All right. Oh, turns out I didn't need it. That's once again counting my crown bonus. That's another 26.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I don't see him do this in the mirror.
Nope.
Dang.
We should name the follower. This follower is now different from the others.
Nope. That's it. Followers don't get names.
They're seen and not named.
Yep. This is the first one out of 7.
Contaminated follower number 1.
Yeah.
Aw.
You
the
have
worst.
successfully reverse yoinked one hot rock into one mirror bag.
Oh, that's casting a spell. Does weirdness happen?
Yeah, that is a spell. We're starting you at DC 1. Roll a, let's see, what did we say?
Oh, it's Constitution.
Constitution, that's right. So 1d20 plus your con modifier.
Which is now 0,
Yes, because of the hot rocks exposure.
and also the crown bonus. So I'm rolling with a -1. I got a 5, which is enough.
Yes,
So now
Um,
weird DC goes up to 2 for next
2
time.
for the next one. Okay.
I feel like a little rumbling in me, and I'm like, oh, that's a little strange, but I'm awesome, so it doesn't have to be a problem. My crown reassures me that everything is fine. And
Everything is fine, yeah. The prince in your head, however, is like,
Yeah, the prince is trying to say something. I'm like, the crown knows. Trust in the
Like,
crown.
look, it's fine. It's probably just gas. It'll be great.
All right. Next hot rock?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So, Dawn, what's Georg doing as you walk through the desert?
Have you ever tried to walk through sand in like Georg is looking at the ground, huffing and puffing, looking like this is the worst thing he's ever done in his life. This sucks.
Does York need a ride?
Georg definitely needs a ride. But like, I mean, Georg is like 600 pounds. So I don't know. This is not a justice gives him a ride situation.
Well, let me
Well-
see what I can bear as a camel. One sec.
That's very sweet of you.
That's a large beast. That's a good start. Unaligned, just in case you were curious.
Honestly, camels should be neutral evil. Those things are nasty.
What do you mean my detect's evil spell didn't light up the camels?
Why is nothing telling me how much they carry?
Oh, it's probably...
Yeah, it's not like there's one place that I can look this up. I'm trying to sift through a series of rules.
Don't ask me why, but I have a book about camels here.
I actually don't want to know.
What if she turns into an especially big camel?
What if I'm a naked surprising camel?
Sorry to break it to you, but camels are generally naked. It's not surprising.
Camel, but shaven.
Okay, now that's just upsetting.
Can you say shaven?
He did.
Smooth and shorn.
Shaven camel.
Okay,
Somebody think about that.
okay, so yes, you could carry Georg. It will be slightly uncomfortable,
Because you'll be naked, of course.
but it's not unreasonably so.
Okay, let's do this. I'm a camel now, and I kneel down and everything.
Whoa.
Georg is so much happier, and he gets on the camel, obviously. I mean, this is the best time Georg's had in a long time. Like, Georg doesn't ever get to see the world from more than, 4 feet up. So, this is great.
And in fact, it's so great that Georg has not only gone up vertically, but has also gone up a level.
Oh,
For a second, I thought Georg was going to be turned on by a naked camel, so and then this didn't turn out that direction.
I was so upset. Absolutely not.
I am
Eureka's, I need to borrow your mirror.
I am somewhat happy that I am not sufficiently predictable that you knew what I was going to say, but
Okay, so Georg goes up a level.
yes.
All right. So I put a lot of thought into this. I was thinking Georg's sort of an antisocial type, right? So he's been working on his armor, and I was sort of developing this nope shield, as I like to call it. And anytime somebody is just anywhere like within 5 feet of me, let's say, or maybe even 10 feet, just to start it off, I can just be like, nope, and I'll push him like 50 feet away. Just think like a little shield just kind of pops out, and I've got like little propulsion device on it, and it just goes nope, pushes them right back.
Does it say nope on it?
I have enchanted it to do that.
By enchanted, you mean used technology?
Yeah, look, he sometimes cheats and breaks the rules a little bit. And sometimes things are too funny to not use just a tiny bit of magic.
One of us.
One of
Oh,
us.
now it's all lies. Look, I'll agree that some parlor tricks need a little help. I'm kidding. Clearly, there's a sound producing device in the shield that creates that creates sound. It's not very hard to produce. You can get them in like very small packages.
The
It doesn't even have
optimal
that much weight to the shield.
the optimal shape for pushing sound waves happens to be in the letters no. So they're impressed on the person's skin as they are flung away. It's all very clear in the paper that Don's gonna publish soon.
A sonic wave ability where it can just be like nope with sound and it pushes them back. But no, I think it needs to be a solid object.
Okay, so they get noped back. So first thing I suspect that you know that I'm going for is whenever you want.
I
And-
thought you might have a problem with that.
And no, Vafrus, it cannot be when you say it's okay.
What about when he says nope?
Okay. Next offer. What about when Rozafeen says it?
I'm just going to cut it off right here. I'm the one that says nope.
Yeah, it seems kind of out of theme for it to be anyone else. Do you want to do like maybe some number of charges? It seems like this might be like there's only so many times without resetting it that you could do this.
Okay, twice my level times per day.
How about your level times per day?
But I feel nope so often. Okay, fine. Can it be at will when Eureka's is within 5 feet of me?
Excuse me. I can hear you.
Tell you what, you can have unlimited gentle nopes.
Okay, yeah, it's just like a little A little like boop with the shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, gentle nope.
It's like
I
that
like it.
that cantrip that Hellena has.
I would like it noted that mine is a slap, though.
Gentle slap, gentle nope. I like this.
Okay, so you have unlimited gentle nopes and your level worth of nopes per day. Now you were saying it knocks them 50 feet away.
At least, yeah.
Okay, well,
You can also knock them prone if you're feeling generous.
I'm gonna say, how about you flip that expectation wise?
Okay, I understand. I thought that might be just a little strong. I just feel like Jorg feels a lot of nope in his body.
Yeah. How about 10 feet?
10. That's barely out of touching rate. 30.
30 seems like too much. How about 20?
I can do 20. 20's like far enough back to where if you ignore them real hard, they're kind of gone. Yeah, 20 feet sounds great.
And I feel like also prone seems like a little much.
Okay, fine. Upside down in the sand it is.
Listen, if something moved me 20 feet, you better believe I'd be prone afterward.
Okay, I'll tell you what. How about the noping is contested strength?
Okay, so contested strength to nope them.
Strength versus your mechanical ability.
That seems good. Okay.
I mean, I guess you are going to be doing this all the time, huh?
Yeah, if I'm going to be doing it constantly, mostly to Eurekas.
I can still hear you.
Well, yeah, I know. This is the problem. I just nope Eurekas.
Okay, well, I sent my 7 followers to just circle around you.
Oh, I can only do this so many times a day. This is a real problem.
Also, they're all begging you for coffee.
Oh, oh no, this is like my freaking worst nightmare.
I take advantage of the distraction and start handing out hot rocks.
You're the worst. Enjoy your hands while you have them.
I mean, I sure will.
I mean, he's about to have like 6 extra tentacles soon.
Yeah. Lots of things are going to be changing about Calumn in the coming minutes, maybe?
I guess they act fast.
Okay, I think Vafrus's point, if someone gets thrown 20 feet, they're going to be prone. That's probably reasonable. So they get their 1 strength save, and if they fail their strength save, they get knocked back 20 feet and prone. If they succeed, they get knocked back like 5 feet.
And they're definitely not prone.
Exactly.
But on a fail, it's the full 20 feet. Cool. I like it.
Okay. And you could do that your level worth of times per day.
Yeah.
And we'll say, instead of per day, we'll say long rest. You're just spending your time resetting things and screwing knobs in and all that. While this is going on, Ruffort tries again with another hot rock.
Round 2. We get advantage again?
Tell you what, we can gamble a bit here. If you roll another deception check and are successful, then you can have advantage on the yoink.
Sure, I'll take that deal. Better to be caught being weird than handing out hot rocks.
Yep.
All right. Oh, my deception is quite good. Ooh, that would be a natural 1.
Wow. Okay.
See, that's why I need advantage on the hot rocks thing. This is a great time for a nat 1.
Okay. So you are continuing to skulk back there, and you are celebrating your previous.
I start loudly arguing with the spirit about it.
And forget that you're using your outside voice. What does this sound like?
Did you see that? It was so cool. No one even noticed. Oh, shit.
I wish I'd never done something similar.
And it's like everyone turns and looks at me.
Yep. Okay. Everyone is staring at you. Do you say anything? Or do you just
Yeah, I got a great lie. Shall I roll to see if I can think of it in time?
sound good?
Okay. That's a 16. So my lie is, I saw a crinkle comet right over there. You know, those things that the gods throw sometimes. It was great. It was so cool. And y'all missed it.
Okay, so then I say, tell me what it really was. I promise I won't get mad.
Okay, you are trying to deceive Ruffort into thinking that you won't get mad?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I only got a 6, but my deception is plus 10.
Okay, 16.
I mean, that's pretty good. My ability to detect lies is bad. I need a 19 to match this. I got a 3. That's a 3 on the dice, so total of 0.
You believe her.
Of course, she would never be mad at me for anything. Also, I'm awesome. Still not going to tell her my secret, though. Like, but I might include her in the fun on the next one.
Excellent.
You're the worst.
I'm being genuine about that. I will tell her later about the next crimes that I'm doing.
I can't wait till something bad happens to you.
It's coming. I got a countdown and everything.
So, this is amusing timing, but sometime after this learning experience,
There we go.
Learning experience.
Ruffort goes up a level. So,
Embarrassing myself in front of my friends causes me to level up. I should be level 50.
so what do you got, Vafrus?
All right. Yeah. So with the hot rocks thing, I'm becoming more and more glass every day. So I feel like I should also be a little more cannon. I just want a little more damage on my Eldritch Burst spell. That's the main thing I want.
Okay. I feel like that's like super targeted.
Okay. All right. What if I make it be in character? We make it be celestial damage, but Calumn doesn't realize it, but everybody else does.
So you're saying that you want to have improved celestial damage, or
I think it'd be funny if I do celestial damage and it's slightly weaker than the original type of damage, but I think it combos with my new ability better, and I think it's funnier if I think it fits my character.
okay, so is the idea here, is the prince the one? I mean, the prince is the source of your power, right?
Yeah. He's the celestial being that's granting me all these celestial powers. Terrible demon that I have.
Yes, okay. Yeah, this is excellent. So the prince is a little bit unhappy with the force damage that you've been dealing with it and converts you over to celestial damage.
Yeah, maybe the prince got a little more powerful. Maybe the prince leveled up is what happened just now. Upgraded the Eldritch Burst to celestial damage with another, couple of points. And yeah, that's what just happened.
This is excellent. Okay, approved.
I really like that Calum's story is really just him getting taken over more and more by a positive entity. And like that positivity really coming through.
Maybe I'm having a positive influence on him.
I originally thought maybe the group would end up converting him, but then we all went and legally liberated some goods together, and I feel like everything is perfect now.
Really makes a guy fit in.
Yeah.
Legally liberated.
This is my family. Everything is perfect, and I'm just gonna hand out some free rocks now to my family.
Yeah, time to roll a much harder deception with disadvantage this time.
Okay. Oh, well, that's gonna. Ooh. Never mind. Yeah, that's a 23 with disadvantage and crown bonus.
Wow.
What?
Got that nat 1 out of the way earlier, so I could apparently rule at this.
Wow. Okay.
So at that moment, an actual crinkle comet flies over, and everyone's like, "Woo!" And I'm like, it's my chance.
Just lending credence to your earlier story.
Ah, 2 Kringle comments. What are the odds?
And heck, why not? Does that mean I get advantage on the yoink?
Yeah. Okay. You can have advantage on the yoink.
All right. Yoink check number 2 on poor unsuspecting follower number 2. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Ugh,
Oh.
I hate you.
Okay. With a nat 20 on that, I'm gonna say you dispose of 2 hot rocks.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, then I only have the one left, and I'm saving that to do with Eurekas as my partner in crime. So I guess I'm done.
I'm not your partner in any way.
Okay, I am gonna need you to roll that con save though.
Oh yes.
DC
All right.
2.
Yep. So I need a better than 3, which I got. That's a 13.
Okay, move that up to 3.
Wait, it's a DC 2 con save?
Yes, but it increases by 1 point every time I cast any spell.
Oh, right. Okay.
So there's a certain amount of inevitability here. Okay, next up is Hellena, who's going to level up while being a camel. So this is good.
Just a moment. I actually have a document about this. Let me get it in front of me.
I mean, of course you have a document about it.
How does a camel level up? Do you like grow a new hump? Is that how it works?
Spit further. Okay,
I have prepared what I believe is a comprehensive and 100% reasonable request, and that is not a hyperbole.
okay,
So, number 1, I can talk to plants. That's what I do. That's how I be. Plants are my friends.
okay,
We do have some limitations that I've built in just to make it so that it's not unreasonable. The first is that there are specific things that a plant would notice and things that it wouldn't. So, plant might notice that someone walked by. A plant might notice how much weight was pressed into the ground. A plant might notice how much someone blocked the sunlight. A plant is not going to be able to tell me that somebody 10 feet away had blue eyes.
okay.
I mean, what if it was a carnivorous plant and it would really was into eyes?
I mean, maybe if it ate the eye.
The blue eye eating carnivorous vine.
I mean, that was the idea. Yeah, that was the whole thing is it would really want to eat the eyes. So it was really into eye color.
So, oh, I thought that was a blueberry.
I mean, if we want to give Tanam room to play with that, I support it.
Okay, so for all carnivorous plants that are into eyeball eating, that's okay then.
Okay.
Not other plants that wouldn't be into that though. Cool. I just wanted to get that down, Pat.
Wait, I have to ask, are you into eye eating?
I mean,
Which one of us are you asking that?
I was asking Georg.
I wouldn't say I'm into eye eating. I just think that there might be a plant that we have you met our DM?
Our DM has excellent eyes, very clear.
Oh, I know. I would eat the shit out of those. I mean, no. I think that the DM might come up with some plants that maybe would eat eyeballs.
Wait, you
Okay,
think that our
moving-
Sorry, go ahead. We can
We
move
should
on.
probably
You're
move
right.
on
You're
from
right.
this. This is getting
I'm
weird.
done.
Why'd you make this weird, Eureka's?
Oh, wait, this is about Hellena.
Yeah, no, Hellena made it weird. We're all agreed.
The weird part is not about Helen. So Helena can persuade plants. Maybe if the plant wouldn't ordinarily let us by, if Helena talks to the plant and rolls well, that she can persuade the plant to let us through. Similarly, Helena can persuade a plant to maybe attack an enemy if she's sufficiently convincing, but it's not a given. The next thing that I think absolutely needs to happen, I will not take no for an answer, is I can summon a 50-foot line of palm trees that will drop coconuts on people for 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and I'm only asking this because of the potential fallout. Get it?
Yeah.
So,
Is this a spell you're proposing here?
Yes, I'm proposing that it's a spell commensurate with what I have just leveled up to. And rather than, me being able to call down some fantastic thing from a force of nature from the sky or whatever, I feel like I originate from the coast. I've got that coastal vibe. And being able to bludgeon somebody maybe to death with coconuts sounds amazing. So, additional information about the coconut situation. I can change the shape so it doesn't have to be a straight line. I can use one action for one line, a second action for another line, and a third action for a third line, and I can space the trees intermittently to make it difficult to charge through. Tree has 30 hit points and is vulnerable to burning and slashing. That seems only fair. And trees that I make while I am angry, so for example, if I'm in battle, I'm running for my life, will forever be bitter and will forever attempt to attack anyone who is not me with coconuts until the end of time.
Wow, that's great.
How will the coconuts taste?
Oh, I think bitter trees make bitter, nasty coconuts.
So what you're saying is that I should not make any drinks with pineapple and coconut, potentially maybe a little lime, out of these particular coconuts.
Well, do you want the bitter flavors?
No, I don't want the bitter flavors. I want delicious sweet coconuts.
Wow, that was a passionate response.
Look, I'm very passionate about delicious drinks, especially if those drinks contain coffee. But like, look, these, if they're bitter coconuts, that's gross. The whole point of a coconut.
Maybe give Hellena some time and maybe she'll eventually learn that she can make palm trees while she's not scared or angry, and who knows the drink possibilities.
Who does know, indeed?
So Garrick specifically takes 48 because he doesn't like the coconuts.
Or like Wendy over and over again. Georg standing there shaking the trunk. Please.
Give me a nice coconut for once.
Don't make me beg. Okay, I'll beg.
It doesn't really take much.
We need to have a talk about that separately.
Do we? I mean,
Well, I think bitter notes in coffee can be good sometimes. I'm not saying that makes you a bitter person. I think you are a bitter person, Georg. But most people who drink coffee with bitter notes just enjoy the flavor and they move on with their life and they're happy.
you're a monster. You know that?
Good one.
Thanks, I guess.
No, really. I felt like it was appropriate. It was dramatic. I'm signed up. I've got my coffee cup at the ready, waiting for more.
You know what? You get a bitter coconut in your next coffee.
Why?
It's just a bitter response. I don't know. Sometimes we don't want to be reminded about how our vulnerability is. I don't know.
Wait. Vulnerable?
It wasn't vulnerable. Okay. I
Okay, no, wait.
understand.
So, no, the trees are vulnerable to burning and slashing.
Yeah, so is Georg.
I would say that Georg was being more damaged by piercing here.
That's fine. Also burning.
The wit was piercing and the burns were sick.
They really were. I mean, I get it. Okay, fine.
So I'm really excited to hear the name of this spell. Does it have a name?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about the name.
Because if there's not one,
I didn't put that in my document. I'm not prepared.
Tree wall?
Hmm.
how about Better Palm Barrage?
How about coconuts of death?
How about it's a spell that goes by many names, and it's all of these.
I cast coconuts of death.
Well, you're not the one casting the cook.
I mean,
Wait, you're not the one casting the coconut?
No, the trees are casting the coconuts.
So wait, she summons trees,
Yes.
and then those trees are jerks because reason?
Only if she was angry while they were being created.
Oh, so she casts coconut trees of death.
Correct.
And those trees cast coconuts of death, but later on she might be able to cast coconuts of delicious fucking juice.
Yeah, if I yell, I cast coconuts of death, and someone says, well, actually, a camel is going to spit on them.
That's fair.
You should also probably note down that whole thing about camels.
Oh, I'll remember.
This episode featured Chelsea Burns as Harmony as Eurekas.
It's called fashion. Not that you would know, no offense.
Find her on Instagram at Chelsea Comedy. Chris Grumbles as Dawn as Georg.
Are these pop rocks or oh wait, hold on, back it up.
Find him on Instagram at Chris Grumbles. Desiree Phair as Rozafeen as Hellena and Justice.
The naked is really the important part.
Sylas Silver as Vafrus, as Calumn as Ruffort.
I want to stress that this is all Tanam's fault.
Check out readysetroll.org. Mark E. Fair as Tanam the DM.
Well, if that isn't worth some levels, I don't know what is.
Find him at markefair.com. And me, Damian Lichtenstein, as the Intern. Find me on Instagram at thatdamnlich, or check out my Drag King account at woody.banter. Thank you for listening to Coffee, Cults, and Empires, edited by Mark and Desiree. Music by Kevin Vitzwong, rhymes with hit song. Hear more music at kevinvitzwong.bandcamp.com. Character art and logo design by Carmanda. Find her at carmandaartsthings.com. Sensitivity consulting by Dominique Dickey. Find links to more of their work, including fiction and game design, at dominiquedickey.com. Support us on Patreon for access to outtakes, world building, and more. Find all these links in the episode notes or at coffeecultsandempires.com, where you can also find transcripts, art, actor and character bios, and more. That's coffeecultsandempires.com.
Like if somebody is just talking to you versus talking to you with a lot of exclamation points, like it's different, you know?